She doesn't like you. Yes, I know that's sad. So what? Get over it. You're a man. I know it can be really confusing. Not everyone you like is going to like you back. It sucks. But that is totally okay. You've probably been ghosted, probably had people not like you back. As sad as it is to realize that someone doesn't like you, but the sooner you realize this, the sooner you can move on with your life. So without wasting any time, I'm going to be going over 5 easy yet harsh ways to tell she doesn't like you. But before we get started, I would like to give you a piece of advice. You should not want to be with someone that doesn't like you. That's like hearing about a party that you weren't invited to and asking if you can go. You just don't do that. You don't settle for anything less than you deserve. Who you pick to be your partner in life is of the utmost importance. If you're not her first choice, why do you want to be her choice at all? Number 1, lack of communication. Not texting you back for 24 hours at a time. Maybe when she does text you back, she's being really short or barely saying anything. She doesn't really seem engaged. Maybe she's not asking you any questions and she's just kind of saying, "Yep, cool, sure." These are bad signs, my friend. When a girl likes you, you'll normally be able to tell when you talk to her. She'll be asking you questions. She'll seem really interested in what you have to say, carrying on the conversation, or just trying to learn things about you in general. If she's not doing those things, then maybe she could be shy and just really not a good talker, or not wanting to talk a lot. But a lot of times, it just means she doesn't care, and she doesn't really like you. Another thing that's really problematic is if a girl is only texting you when she needs something. She needs a favor. She needs you to help her move. She needs you to drive her somewhere. This is a horrible sign, my brother. She probably knows that you like her, and she just wants to use you for your time, effort, and energy. Leave that bitch right now. Just know this. If a girl wants to talk to you, she will. Normally, you'll know if she's interested. And if she likes you, she wants to talk to you. And if she can't at the moment, she'll let you know that she can't. That's common courtesy. Women are not as complex as you make them to be. Before we continue to the next point, if you want to keep receiving dating advice that works in the real world, and if you're tired of these fake masculine figures out there giving absolutely dog shit advice that never really works, then do consider subscribing to this channel for your own good. You might just learn something new. Number 2, flake. She flakes out. This could be because you have plans with her, and an hour before you're supposed to meet up with her, she cancels. Is it not the most frustrating thing in the world? She could have just let you know that she didn't want to see or talk to you. It's as simple as just being clear about your intentions. And so many people don't do that. And it's so incredibly frustrating. So if she cancels on you at the last minute, if she makes up excuses as to why she can't hang out or do something with you, she probably doesn't like you. The first time this happens, I think it's okay to give her a pass. Sometimes things really do come up, and it's always the last minute, and you didn't foresee it happening as well. But when this continuously happens more than once, it becomes a pattern that is really easy to see that she's doing everything she can to get out of hanging out with you, which girls don't do if they like you. More importantly, this just shows that she doesn't respect your time. And if you're putting your time and energy into someone, you should be getting that back. A real man must value his time, and a real man has a real woman who's always with him. Number 3, no physical touch. She dismisses you touching her. If you're noticing she doesn't touch you at all, or even get remotely close to you, or she dismisses your advances towards her, this could be a bad sign. I'm not talking about some random girl you see at a bar, and you go up to her. You've never met her before, and you put your hand on her back. Of course you're gonna get rejected. No shit. But if a girl likes you, she's going to want you to touch her. Let's say that you know this girl, you're interested in her, and you feel like she maybe likes you too. You go to give her a hug, and she's weird about it, so you go to hold her hand, and she rejects that too. This is a bad sign. It could be that she's just shy. If she just acts really weird about it, then she probably doesn't like you, or she just sees you as a friend. Number 4, the F word. I think once you get into the friend zone, you don't get out. If she's constantly throwing the F word around, and by F word, of course, I mean friend, this is not a good sign. A lot of times this is a girl's way of hinting that she's not interested in you without being mean. So she'll say things like, "You're such a good friend," or "I love having you as a friend." These are very dreaded terms to hear. As a guy pursuing a girl, if you're hearing the word friend thrown around a lot, she probably doesn't like you. You should leave her and stop wasting your time. Number 5, she's talking to other guys. She's talking to other guys just as much or more than she's talking to you. Sometimes, girls can bring up other guys as a way to make you jealous, which I don't think is healthy. I don't think a woman who loves you would do this. But what I'm talking about is, she's coming to you for advice about other guys. Maybe you're friends with her, and she's asking you about that guy she met, and she wants advice on what she should do to get him on a date, or she's asking about relationship advice. That's not a good sign, because she sees you as her friend that she can go to for advice about another guy. She's coming from a place like that. This is not a good sign because she sees you as that close friend and not as a romantic partner. She also talks a lot about her ex. It might just mean that she's not over him, and I know breakups can be hard. It's difficult to get over a relationship. So if she just broke up with him, now that kind of puts you in a tough situation because you don't want to get into a relationship with a girl or put all your time and energy into a girl that's not over her ex. In this case, it's best if you leave such a girl. In most cases, if a woman isn't over her ex, chances are that she'll go back to him any chance given. Now, before ending the video, let me know down in the comments on which topic would you like us to make a video on. And if you found this video knowledgeable and helpful, then you can support this channel by getting a super thanks. But if a girl you like is friend zoning you and is pulling away, then you should click and watch the video on the left.